You either look smart or you look dumb. And nobody wants to look dumb in the big 2025, especially when you have AI taking over everybody's jobs. But have you noticed that some people can wear literally anything, and I mean anything, and still look smart? Not just a suit and tie, but even wearing a crew neck, they can still come off as elegant and sophisticated. But the moment you put on a pair of sweatpants, you look like a greasy, fat, ugly, discombobulated human being. Ew, look at you, ew. You're ugly, gang. We gotta find a cure. But I'm here to tell you that there's a secret that guys like this are hiding from you, that's stopping you from looking like the intelligent guy that when you walk into the room, nobody can tell you a lie because you know all the facts. Ugh. So that's why in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you the keys to looking smarter this school year using your closet alone. But you have to follow this organized, step-by-step, Krabby Patty secret formula, or you'll mess it up just like you messed up your entire life. The first thing you need to realize is the key is to look intentional with your outfits, to almost look flawless in a way, but not too flawless. If you're too perfect, it can come off as I'm better than you. If you look too perfect, nobody's gonna approach you. You're not gonna have any friends. No hoes, no friends, and most importantly, no hoes. That's the most important part. And you don't want that I can't do anything wrong persona, which comes off completely rude and really boring. You're already a bot with a horrible personality. You tell knock-knock jokes to 10 out of 10s thinking you gonna pull them. You're not. It's the big 25. Step up your jokes. We need to make a change. For example, a good way of doing this is to apply matching and color coordination to your outfit, which can allow you to look smarter and more intentional. And more intentional color coordination does not mean using the sandwich method over and over again. That's been outdated. It's too easy and it's simple, which also comes off as cringe to many who are into styling. And you, the guy who looks like the slow kid, I know you have 3 teachers, buddy. Don't lie. You have a really bad aesthetic already in your presence. I can smell it from here. Back up. But that's not the aesthetic we're looking for. So try matching accessories like hats with your shoes or pants with your bags. There are so many different ways to match, or even to wear one full color that can still give off the attention that you set up your own style. And that is how you look smart. If you set up your own style, honestly, bro, off the rip, you're gonna look way smarter than most people because most people can't even do that. Remember, if you look like you know what you're doing, you automatically are gonna look a lot smarter compared to most people because they usually don't know what they're doing. But dressing smart this school year, better yet this fall, is important because it's how people are gonna treat you. If you dress smart, hoes are gonna take you more seriously, and your teachers are finally gonna be more likely to give your essays on the theory of dynamics a better grade because it seems like you know what you're talking about, even though you don't. I read the essay, it was trash. Now look, as somebody who personally hates cardigans, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first aesthetic that I've seen cardigans actually be successful in. I mean, look, these are probably some of the most important pieces in this aesthetic. Cardigans as well for these old man 1940s vintage hats. I'm not gonna lie, it just takes up your fits to a whole nother level of looking smarter and more sophisticated. And you can get the grandmas. Who doesn't want the MILFs? I want the MILFs. If you don't want them, I'll have them. I'll take them for you. And at the end of this video, I'll show you some things that you should buy in the future and some stuff you should avoid buying to have a closet that allows you to look smarter on a day-to-day basis. But to do this, it's not about just wearing a polo or a suit and tie and some glasses. Plenty of guys will wear this exact fit and still come off as a lame-ass nigga. You want to come off as a lame-ass nigga? I bet you don't. I hope not. Remember what I said earlier. Some guys can come off as firm and unarguable with outfits as simple as a hoodie and some sweatpants. To do this, avoid wearing bright, ugly color, big patterns, or big logos. This will come off as childish and immature to many, especially with the big goofy graphics that are almost laughable in a way. I get it, you love your graphics. So do I. But if your goal is to come off as somebody not to be played with and somebody who walks into the room asserting dominance with his aura alone, I better not see you wearing those goddamn hentai hoodies. What did I tell you last time about those hentai hoodies? Stop. Or even the I paused my game to be here shirt. I see my homeboy wear this 2 days ago, and then I proceeded to brutally beat him with my elbows till he forcibly turned the car around, the Honda Civic, by the way, it was a Honda Civic, and changed his outfit. Remember, kids, sometimes short-term abuse can save you from long-term embarrassment. But yes, use simple pieces and neutral colors because they give off that smarter intellectual look, especially darker tones, earth tones, clay-like colors. What about yellow, Ezra? I mean, yellow, not bright yellow tees though. If I see one more middle-aged, 30-year-old Caucasian male wearing a yellow tee with a V-neck, I'm privating my videos for good. Yes, boo! Gatekeeping fashion, your biggest fear. But this next thing I'm about to tell you is gonna change up your looks from special needs student to a scholar-looking student, undoubtedly. Yes, undoubtedly. I'm using big words. Read a dictionary. Accessories like glasses automatically add 10,000 aura to your outfits off the rip. Look at this streamer go from one of the most chopped, hideous creatures of all time to an intelligent, charismatic, sexy, scholar-like human being, all in a matter of adding glasses and also a beard. Something I unfortunately can't grow. And don't get on me for that. I know. I have shitty genetics. But you know what you can't grow? A father. You fatherless child. Shut up. Now, one thing thing you'll notice about all of these guys is they all have some sort of either unique tie or an all black tie. A white t-shirt underneath, just like a nice little collar. Long sleeve will be perfect and great for under your cardigans or under your quarter zip ups or whatever you have on top. I think this is a great way to layer. Something as classy as a watch or a necklace are perfect, but you don't want to be too clingy. So avoid big chains or spamming too much jewelry, as this will give off an immature, goofier look compared to the handsome, smart looking Adonis that you're aiming to be. Yes, take off that chain, child. You're not Gucci Mane, and you'll never be Gucci Mane. You're not even black to begin with. Stop with the chain. But the key to truly dressing smarter is a skill that needs to be shown off, and that skill is layering alone. Yes, layering is the key to looking smarter, and you may ask why, because you probably like, Ezra's just yapping at this point. Layering is something that's either done correctly or done poorly. There's no in between, and you, my friend, have been doing it excellently every single time. I mean, look at you. I'm busted all over the screen, just even in your presence. You either know how to do it or you don't. So if you're able to learn the skills of proper layering for your pieces, then you will automatically look way smarter, because you are able to take a bunch of different pieces and apply them together yourself to create a good outfit. Something plenty of niggas cannot accomplish, and something plenty of people are jealous of. And remember, people are only jealous of others who have something you don't. So if people are jealous of you, that's a good thing, Gangy. You're doing something right, buddy. But Ezra, what's the point of even dressing smarter in the first place? Well, there's hundreds of reasons of why, may I add. It will literally change your career, your life, everything. If you come off as a dumbass, you'll never get a job, girlfriend, friends at school. I mean, just look in the mirror. This is what failure looks like. Look at you. Do you see yourself? That's what's gonna happen if you don't try to dress smarter. So you gotta come in with the mindset you know what you're doing, and that others know that you know what you're doing. You know the facts. Remember, people judge off your looks. It can either be your weakness or your opportunity to capitalize on. I told you, bro. I've really been reading books, but I'm telling y'all, bro. However, there is a clothing aesthetic that does allow you to dress smarter by just sticking to the aesthetic alone, and that's the old money aesthetic. Now, yes, we know you're broke and unemployed, just like me, but you don't gotta be rich to rock this aesthetic. And no, that doesn't mean you have to stick to one aesthetic alone either. You can mix it up with vintage pieces like jorts or suit and ties under leather jackets. But there are certain clothing pieces that you can add to your outfits that will make you look way smarter. Of course, ties and collared shirts are always gonna help, but something as simple as linen button-ups can do the trick too. And the reason I say linen is because they are also breathable, which allow you to look and feel comfortable on most days. Stick to linen, trust me, you'll always love it. But you need an upgrade to your shoe game. Your closet in particular, as in yes, your closet, is like an old video game that's a shell of its former self with a dying player base that just needs a bit of DLC to revive its community. Well, a DLC/upgrade that you should add to your closet alone is adding dress shoes. These can almost go with any aesthetic, not just old money. From vintage to streetwear, I can't think of one aesthetic that dress shoes doesn't work in besides athletic wear. We're not gonna talk about wearing dress shoes, which can almost work like an accessory, being the piece that pops out for the outfit, is very vital to your closet. My favorite dress shoes, of course, are the popular Dark Martens, as well as the all black Zara dress shoes, being some affordable ones. My biggest advice here is to make sure that these aren't pointy. I can't name one nigga that doesn't look goofy with pointy shoes. Stop wearing the goofy pointy shoes. It's like, damn, bro, you can stab a nigga with these. It's like a pair of scissors. Accessories like tote bags and backpacks are great for adding more details to your outfits. This can give you more character, adding that persona that one, you go to school. Because if you think about it, who wears backpacks? People who go to school, college. You'll look a lot more scholar-like, and you'll look like you just look way more educated, which I recommend, you feel me? That's kind of what we're going for here. But I can't take you seriously, and no, it's not that horrible haircut of yours or that weak-ass Android you own. It's that super oversized hoodie that makes you look way less intelligent. And you honestly look like a dumbass if you're drowning in your hoodies. Stop drowning in your hoodies. Now, yes, I know, I'm black. We can't swim. The stereotypes is true. Y'all heard my story on Twitch 2 weeks ago. I drowned in a pool. Ezra, what do you mean by drowning in hoodies? This is what drowning in a hoodie looks like. Make sure your proportions and sizings are correct. If not, you're cooked. How do you expect to come off as intelligent, but you can't even get your sizes correctly? Take the XL hoodie off, sick man. Remember that for hoodies that are oversized, size up by 1, not by 2, please. Don't ever size up by 2 times your regular size. That's the big rookie mistake, and we can't afford no rookie mistakes here today, buddy. I'm tired of you being a rookie. But for pants, they should always match your exact size. The measurements shouldn't be off by not even an inch or 2. I'm talking about the waist, and the length should be as accurate as possible. Well, Ezra, if I just buy a large belt, I can fit anything. Wrong. Yes, fine, you could buy a large belt, but then you'll probably proceed to have this unnecessarily large bulge in your belt that looks so ghetto. And it's not the good type of bulge either, nigga. I know your thoughts. The length is just as important. Make sure your sleeves are covering your wrist. As a taller person with a longer wingspan than most of the NBA, yes, I have a longer wingspan than most of the NBA. You don't want to know my wingspan. Stop playing with me. My wrist tends to show a lot when I put on hoodies or jackets, so make sure that the sleeves are long enough. This is very important that tall people tend to overlook. You'll look stupid if your wrists aren't covered. You won't look as smart and scholarly like these fine gentlemen that I have here. Look at these gentlemen. As well as the pants sleeve. You don't want high waters. Trust me, gang. That shit is ass. I used to get roasted with high waters every day back in 8th grade. I ain't forget. The hell you trying to avoid? A flood? There are no floods in your areas. I know you live in Nebraska, Jason. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm gonna show you the things you need to look out for in the future when buying clothing pieces for your closet. First, find colors that look good on your complexion and stick to them. Colors that look good on my darker skin complexion may not look good on you as well. It might not. You just have to deal with it. You gotta deal with the cards you're dealt with. That's just how life goes. I know I look good in colors like black, white, brown, and gray, but colors like blue or red don't necessarily look the greatest on my complexion. I look goofy. I gotta keep it real. My Caucasian friend, who's white, of course, has almost a red undertone. However, he's noticed that when he wears red or any other warm colors, it makes his skin look way more irritated, and it looks like he just has a bunch of sunburns all over his skin. So find what you're comfortable with, as this will give you more confidence going forward, and overall, people will notice, hey, this guy looks good in every color I see him in. Little do they know, he's just wearing the colors that look good on his complexion. It's just that simple. You see how smart he is? Look right there, you just know he's smart off the rip. Off that knowledge alone, you just know he's much smarter than you. You gotta apply this, I'm telling you. Overall, this adds to your effortless perfection of a style that people will notice, and people will notice, dang, this guy knows what he's doing. And what does that mean? You look intelligent. Another thing you need to look out for is that shape and size over everything. It's the same when it comes to girls, my nigga. Who cares about personalities and red flags? Man, is she thicker than a bowl of cereal? That's all that matters. I'm gonna keep it real. The silhouette of the clothing piece is way more important than anything else. I don't care if the perfect linen shirt has the best stripe design with the perfect price tag standing right in front of you. If you came into the store looking for a boxy cut tee, then stick to what you came to the store for. If it doesn't match with what you wanted to buy, having only 2 out of the 3 things you're looking for, do not buy it. I promise you, you will leave unsatisfied. I've been there and everyone else has, and I'm gonna tell you this over and over again, do not buy it. You will regret it, because when you buy and wear it the next day, the fact that it doesn't have that boxy cut fit that you were looking for originally is gonna irritate you and get on your nerves all day, which is gonna lower your confidence, and confidence is the most important thing when it comes to dressing to look smarter. So pay attention to the silhouette. It's truly important that in the future, you kind of follow a set of proportions as well. Something like the rule of thirds is when I see every smart guy use these days. I swear to God, yes, I'm calling these smart guys from now on. Yeah, they're fashion models, whatever. They're smarter than you. Let's keep it real. If you don't know what the rule of thirds are, divide your outfits into 3 halves. Your top third should be your shirt or top. Your bottom 2/3 should be your pants. Splitting it into 50-50 is so boring and lame. You're a lame nigga for doing that. Stop. Just stop. Get some help, please. But what's making you look even more foolish than anything else is you buying fake shit. Stop buying fake shit. I've been told y'all, reps are not the way. I get it. You're a broke loser like me. It's okay to be unemployed. At least we're happy. We don't have to check in and clock in into a job. Hey, hoorah, hoorah. Stop wearing reps. I can't call you a real nigga if you're wearing replicas. You're fake and you look stupid. We know those black cats are fake, gangy. I see the tags you got on. That shit says DH Gate. But please, gang, because it only takes one fashion enthusiast, particularly a Mexican who resells sneakers online, in your classroom to point out your black cats are fake in front of the entire classroom. You don't want to be that child this season, buddy. Trust me. It's not worth it. It happened to my homeboy Diego. Instead of looking smart, you now look like you try to keep up a facade. And then there goes your aura depleting within 5,000 aura points every second. Your aura is literally depleting. It's so bad, my nigga. It's very embarrassing. Not be that nigga. But the biggest thing that you're not doing that's stopping you, yes, you, I see you, Eric, from your potential of dressing smarter this school year, is that you're trying too hard. When you see guys like this, it's almost like they're effortlessly putting that shit on while knowing that they have a higher IQ score than you. And they probably do. You could just deal with it. Or remember, it's the key word, effortlessly. You shouldn't be a tryhard trying to add every accessory and color to your outfit that somehow scientifically is gonna give you more attention, which you might think you look better in, but you really just come off as cringe. At the end of the day, don't try too hard. Please do not. I don't try hard. Some people like to have this idea that, oh, I'm the best when it comes to dressing. I'm not. I'm the same as you. I'm just trying to help y'all niggas out. You feel? I'm just a regular nigga. I ain't graduate from no fashionista university. The hell I look like. At the end of the day, just put on what you want confidently, following these rules, and you'll look way better than most people by just being yourself. And that will come off as you know what you're doing, and that is how you come off as a smart nigga. I'm gonna keep it real. But Ezra, I'm tired of riding the short bus, and I want to know if my fits are good or not. Join my Discord. We got over 4,000 members, and we're growing each day. I rate my viewers' outfits on there live every other day on Twitch, so make sure you follow me on there too. Yes, follow me on Twitch. I'm probably live there right now. Come say hi. Follow me on Instagram too for more updates. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and like the video if you enjoy. Click that link down below. You see that fat link? That's my playlist with all my best videos. Hours of endless information for you to understand that these other fashion enthusiasts, they just suck at explaining. I'm gonna keep it real. real with y'all niggas. Love y'all boys, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy.